What's up guys, today I'm gonna make a map guide about Serene coast. So let's get right into it. So we have the spawn 1 which is south spawn, and then we have spawn 2 which is north spawn. If we go to tomato.gg we can see that the spawn 1 which is the south spawn wins slightly more than the spawn 2. So that's good thing to note. And now I'm gonna go over what to do from each side. It's almost the same. So yeah, so from south, just taking C1 is like it's basically this wall map, taking this position. From here, you can advance to the enemy base and through all of these routes. So basically you kill C1 first, then you can advance here, you clear this area, and then you have like a couple of choices. If you have a lot of team with you, you can probably like push like this through these dotted lines, if like your whole team is coming. If not, then there's like these safer routes from going under here. From here you can shoot maybe the enemies if they are like running away, so that's pretty good. You can also do it from here sometimes, like in the earlier, because some some enemies might like they start running straight away, so this is long cross to do, so they usually explode there. Then from here you can go under the bridge and pretty much close to their base. This is like really good situation if your team has managed to push the C1 into this. Like you're probably winning. And the games in the Serene Coast are really fast usually because it all like depends on this, which team wins this side of the map. So yeah, there's some places you can go then after. You should you win like 80% of your games in this map if you just win the C1 and get here. Only if. Um yeah, the east side. Um, South spawn has a little advantage because this TD plays here. They can double push. It's really easy to hold. Like this side in general, it's really hard to push, and you don't really want many tanks going here. But it is easier to push from south, and that happens sometimes. So that's why the south spawn actually has a slight advantage in this map, but it's only a minor. But it can make a difference sometimes. But yeah, now I'm gonna go over the same thing on north. So in here you also like you wanna go to C1 with your heavy, even with some mediums like Haldan mediums, Centurion AX, STB, UDES. If you have big balls, you can even go with some TDs. If you don't wanna go to the C1 with like TDs or lightly armored tanks, then you can be like in this area. So you can provide support for your heavies if they're getting outnumbered, that is. But yeah, basically same thing. You wanna win C1 after you kill C1. This is a risky way to go because the enemies can have TDs here shooting all this. But sometimes you can do this if you have like a lot of team again and everybody's just rushing. Then yeah, fine, why not? But then there's like these safer routes again. Just go under here. There's some TD rocks here. You can clear them out. This is another route as well, and then you can continue here. The TDs that have been camping here on the enemy side, they usually get backed off to this corner. And you have a hull down here, so you can just farm them out and then advance even further. So yeah, so that's pretty good. Um, then the east. If you decided to go to the east from the north spawn, it's just like I hate this side, and I hate seeing that so many people are going to this side still with like their hull down heavies. This map is like the C1 is like one of the best places to be with your hull down heavy. So yeah, This, like if you go here, and this is the situation, they have a couple of heavies here, maybe heavy here, and they have the TDs here double pushing, shooting you. Like you can't really do anything. You just sit here. They sit here. They might push you, like because if you're in north side, the south spawn can push this. It's a little bit harder. The north still has this place, but there's not as many people going there. Like for example, like because this is like really easy and simple. They have like elevated ground here on the south. This is a little different. It can be really effective for defending, and it is, but not as many people are using it. So that's why the south spawn can sometimes push. It's easier to push that. But yeah, if you went to east, like yeah, it's really bad. Like you really can't do anything. Little amount of option. Maybe you can go here, maybe like play here, but even if you do like 4 or 5k damage from here, you're still like -1 tank in the C1, which wins the games. So you just put your team in disadvantage for going here with your full down heavy. Like it's really bad. Like you get like 40% win rate just by driving here with your full down heavy instead of going here. So avoid doing that. Um, then what happens if the enemy team manages to push the east from the north spawn? I mean the south spawn. And you are in C1, then you really need to rotate back to base and fast. And this is like really strong defending position. You can double push, you have hold down. So yeah, it's really, really strong place. Um, Also, if you have like if you killed C1, you can all go down here. And I guess like from under the bridge here, if you're like unsure if you need to rotate, because sometimes like you might have enough team here in these strong positions to hold this push, then believe if you go here, you can like barely see what's going on there. So you might wanna uh, drive here to see if you, so you can see like the enemy's HP and stuff and your teammates' HP. So you kind of get a like idea of what the situation is there. Like, do you need to rotate or not? But if they're pushing like if the enemies are like here, you really need to go base fast. So yeah, I think that's about if the enemies are pushing from the east. And then you are still in north or spawn, and you have your average 45% win rate Jeff team. They all went to east, and you don't have teammates contesting the C1. The Jeffs, they are like stuck here. They have TDs double pushing, farming them, and they can't push this. They're like, what the fuck is going on? They don't know what's going on, and they just sit here and wait, pretty much. So what can you do now? Um, you don't really have a lot of options. If you go here, knowing that your world 45% winner Jeff Hurd is here, the enemies can really easily like push you, even if you're here. You can try, if you get like 3 teammates like here, you can try to hold it from here. You have hull down. There's like some double push places for TDs. I think there's like another place here for the heavies or something. I'm not sure now, but yeah. So at the start of the game, your Jeffs are going here. You might like, you might want to stay in base sometimes, because if you are here and the enemy is pushing you, you're pretty much dead. If you see them coming and you start rotating, this is a long cross, like I talked about it before. So really often, even if you try to run away, you just explode here. So it sounds dumb, but sometimes your best option is literally just hold from base. It's it doesn't sound fun, and it's not. It's really annoying when your team is just going here. It's the biggest sin, dude. If you have a hull down tank and you go here, it's the biggest sin. Don't do that. So yeah, it can really be tough. Like you can make your own decisions. Like if you wanna try to hold it from here, the C1, their push, but it's a gamble, you know. Just know if you go here, they push you, then there's not much to do. But it's like, yeah, you choose how you wanna react to the situation. Um, yeah, that was that. Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Um, if you play TDs and lights, just know from south, for example, like I don't play here that much. Like I don't snipe because it's like a passive role. I usually wanna do something active. Like I might go C1 if I have like relay. I might. Well, not maybe not with a relay, but like I try to support like this side of the map if I'm playing like a TD or support medium. I mean, I do go C1 with like Leo or CS. I bring my HP there and I will trade it. If I can't, if I see too many cooldown tanks coming to C1, like from the enemy side, then I can run away. I have the mobility and I can just snipe and try to hold it. Um, yeah. If you play light tanks, I think like from the north, I usually just go here and I spot this cross. Like this is never also if you're if you're in south spawn and you're go to east anyway, don't cross like this, dude. There's a safe cross like this. I don't know why people cross like this and then just a bit shit on from here by TDs. It's like, yeah, it's really bad. But yeah, I don't really have that many tips for light tanks or sniping TDs. Just try to support your players in the C1, like from either of sides. Maybe sometimes if you see you have nobody like here holding this, maybe you wanna go and snipe yourself there. But yeah, it's pretty much dependent on your heavy tanks and your cooldown heavies and maybe mediums. If they contest the C1, you win pretty much. If you can do that, if you can push their base and stuff. Vice versa from either of sides. Yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this. And that's it. Bye bye.